Hello. In this video I am going to be demonstrating some uses of one of the best Zerg units, the Viper. So we are loaded up in this unit test mod map. I've got a nice little Roach Hydra Ling army, a couple Vipers, going up against a Zealot Stalker Colossus army. And to start things off, let's take a look at how this fight would go without the use of Vipers. Now we're not going to micro at all, we're just going to let both armies A-move into each other and let's see what happens. So as you can see, bit of a massacre. The 4 Colossus, just too powerful, beaming away from the back. But now let's take a look at what happens if we use the Vipers. So I'm going to be using the Vipers to abduct the Colossus. Colossus are just way too strong, we need to get them out of the fight early and fast. So I'm going to select my Vipers and just abduct.
Allies under threat.
And now as you can see, the fight goes a lot better for the Zerg, surviving with 16 units remaining. Not bad if you ask me. Now let's try it one more time, and this time we're going to use Blinding Clouds, which will reduce the range of all units under it. And let's see how that goes. I'm select my Vipers. That's Blinding Clouds on top of the Colossus. So move up, cast it again. So once again, a nice victory for the Zerg. Not quite as good as using the abducts, but once again, very effective. Now let's take a look at another example up against a Terran army this time. It's going to be the same army from the Zerg, but from the Terran we're going to have some Marines, Marauders, a few Hellbats, some Medevacs, and 4 scary siege tanks. Once again, we're going to A-move them, and once we spot the armies, we're going to siege the siege tanks up, and let's see how that goes without Viper usage. So I'm going to siege up these siege tanks. As you can see, they're doing some massive damage from the back lines. And these Hydras just don't stand a chance. Pretty overwhelming victory for the Terran player. Now let's take a look at what happens if we use the Vipers. We're going to use the Vipers to Blinding Cloud the tanks. And let's see how that goes. So siege up the tanks. Let's use these Vipers. Cast a couple Blinding Clouds. Tanks are effectively useless right now. That runs away. Let's cast it again. Time for good measure. And how about this? So what was an overwhelming victory for the Terran has turned into a small victory for the Zerg, but as you can see, still a very effective usage of the Viper. Now let's see how that goes once again, this time using the abduct ability. Gonna attack. Let's siege up the tanks. Let's abduct these tanks. So it didn't work out that well using abduct in this example. We do have a lot of energy remaining on the Vipers, and we probably could have won that fight if we continued to use extra spells, maybe cast more blinding clouds. But that's just a demonstration of the usage of abduct versus blinding cloud. Going up against tanks, you're probably better off using the blinding clouds. Now let's take a look at our final example. This time going to be a ZVZ. We are going for a Roach Hydra composition up against our opponent who went for mutas, and as usual, if you're going mutas, you probably have some Zerglings as well. So let's once again see how this fight goes without Viper control. Pretty overwhelming victory from the blue Zerg player. A lot of mutas still alive. All the Hydras have fallen, and these roaches will fall as well. Now let's reset it. Take a look at what happens if we just throw a single parasitic bomb. So here we go. We have this Viper. Let's cast that parasitic bomb. Now all these mutas are taking so much additional damage from this parasitic bomb. They are all going to end up falling, and the red Zerg is going to survive with a good number of Roach Hydra remaining. So that was just a quick demonstration of a few uses of the Viper. Of course, it can also be used in different ways in different matchups. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.